Welcome to Recently Logged, where today we're discussing the spiritual sequel to The Emperor's New Groove. Wow, okay. We just hit record for after the intro and just dead silence.
Hey, laughter isn't silence. Laughter is the best noise for a podcast.
Well, I was about to say, not always, Micah. What about at a funeral?
Sure.
Sure. I want people laughing at my funeral.
Right? I want
play my stand-up
I was
special.
about to say, once you're dead, play your stand-up special at your funeral. Or make everybody, remember you. How you want them to.
Wow. I don't know if I want them to remember my stand-up special.
All right, everybody. We're doing a Christmas something, which
heck yeah, Merry
we haven't
Christmas.
done. Merry Christmas.
Odds are
like
you're
4
listening.
days till
Yeah,
Christmas.
I was about to say, odds are you're listening to this very close to Christmas.
It already is very close to Christmas.
Well, yeah, but like they're not going to listen. Not everyone listens to it the day of.
Well, they
Micah.
might.
Okay. Well, anyway, Merry Christmas from Recently Logged. I'm Robbie.
Happy Hanukkah.
And Micah is Micah. He's the other guy.
Have a good Kwanzaa.
Have a good Kwanzaa. Micah wishes everyone out there a good Kwanzaa.
And they do.
But anyway, if you've never been on the podcast before, this is a movie discussion podcast where we discuss movies.
Wow, I feel like they could have got that from the description of the podcast.
Yes.
But anyway, today we're talking about Klaus.
Klaus.
A 2019 movie that was on Netflix original out there. We didn't watch it when it came out, actually.
Nope.
We just never...
We waited an entire year to watch
it. Looked like something interesting, but
oh, no,
we just never got around to it.
I was very interested. The moment I saw the trailer, I was like, whoa, is it 3D? Is it 2D? What is it? And then I was like, whoa,
is it 3D?
It's 2D.
Is it 2D? Actually, it's 2D.
A 3D.
3D.
2D,
Yes.
2D fruity.
Because they do use quite a bit of 3D technology, but they do also use quite a bit of 2D.
So it's like Sinbad.
Well,
Or Treasure Planet.
Yeah. But better.
But extremely better
So,
than both of those movies, actually.
Do
Not
we
even
wanna-
just animation.
wow. Do we want to go over the basic facts of the movie?
Basic facts? Sure. Let's do it.
Alright. So, as I previously mentioned, Klaus is a 2019 Netflix movie. It's rated PG. It's 96 minutes long. It's an animation adventure comedy, apparently. Its little description on IMDb.
I mean, it is an animation adventure comedy.
A simple act of kindness always sparks another, even in a frozen, faraway place. Where Smearensburg's new postman When Smearensburg's new
Wow.
postman Jasper
You're really killing it, Mike.
befriends toy maker Klaus. Their gifts melt the age-old feud and deliver a sleigh full of holiday traditions.
Well, there you go. You don't even need to watch the movie.
We have the cast. We got Jason Schwartzman.
Jason Schwartz.
Shut up.
Okay.
J.K. Simmons. How do you say her name?
Rashida Jones.
Rashida Jones, also known as Ann Perkins.
Wow.
We got Joan Cusack. Yeah, and that's about it.
That's it?
That's
Wow.
about it of big names.
Wow.
This is Will Sasso.
Sasso. That's a cool last name.
It was directed by Sergio Pablos, I think is how you
Whoa. That's
say
an
his
even
name.
cooler last name.
And Carlos Martinez Lopez.
Nice. Co-director. There you go.
And it was written by Sergio Pablos, I think is how you say his name. I really don't know.
Very cool.
It was nominated for Best Animated Feature.
Yeah, I remember when it got its nomination. I was like, oh, dang it, and I haven't even seen it. What am I doing?
Which, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, no, very fair enough.
So yeah, those are the basic facts of the movie of Klaus.
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 I don't.
Police.
I don't remember that.
Close. No. Klaus.
There's not very many ways to say it.
Klaus. Klaus.
Klaus.
Klaus. Klaus.
Okay. Well, do we want to go over what we thought of the movie, Micah?
Sure.
All right.
You want to go over your basic thoughts?
No, Micah, I want to just go over my thoughts.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, we watched this for the first time last night.
Yes, we did.
And fun fact for this episode, one of my friends actually suggested that we do this on the podcast for Christmas. So we ended up
Do suggestions on recently
I was about
work?
to say.
Yes, they do.
Well, to anyone like Connor who suggested like a movie, but he wanted to be a guest on it, I was like, oh crap. Well, that's going to take a lot more lining up. But if you just want to suggest a movie for us to do, yes, most of the time we will do it. And you can submit movie suggestions either, I guess, just DMing me or preferred way, go to robbiegrayway.com/recently-logged and you can submit a movie suggestion.
Or my preferred way, go onto any social media and go to @recentlylogged.
Any social media. We have a LinkedIn.
and DM that or tweet at us.
Well, there you go. But anyway, what did I think of this movie? I thought that it was really good. I don't know what I expected it with it being Best Animated Picture nominee. Sadly, not a winner. What won that year? Probably something dumb. I say that year. It was literally last year. It was
Frozen 2 was nominated, but I know it didn't win.
Frozen 2 could not have won. I refuse to believe. Just say Best Animated Picture nominee or Best Animated Picture winner 2019.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Fair enough.
Much
it
better.
deserves it.
Much better. Well, not much better, but it is better.
Yeah, it is better, but not much.
Of course, just about Into the Spider-Verse is better than just about any animated movie out there. Right. So,
Lizzie, stop making noise.
I can't
sneak you into the studio.
Lizzie's
like
in the
this.
studio again, in case you cannot tell from all the rustling and grunting.
Lizzie. Anyway, go continue.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. The animation techniques used in it. I had already watched some of the behind the scenes stuff for this movie, just on YouTube and stuff like that, and it's very, very cool. A lot of very neat animation techniques were, like, I guess, invented in 2019. And they're used really well here. The lighting in this looks absolutely gorgeous the entire time, which is very nice.
The lighting is one of the top things of this for sure.
Other animation qualities, 2D always rules. That's just a given.
Yes.
I'm not as big of a fan of the character design as I had hoped I would be.
I actually liked the character design.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not like detrimental. I just wasn't crazy about it, kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. What else to bring up? It's a very wholesome story. Very, very nice, heartwarming movie. Probably one of the best Christmas movies one of the best modern Christmas movies I've seen in a while.
Robbie, I thought you were about to say she's got nice skin.
No. Wow. Go listen to our Harry Potter episode. Yikes. But yeah, no, it's a very fun movie. I have a feeling I'm probably gonna watch this every Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just a really fun movie.
Yeah.
Very good. Good stuff.
All right.
To discuss more later.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Got interrupted like 3 times and then just kept on rambling on. Okay.
Rambling? Wow.
All right, my thoughts on this.
Why, you're just going to ramble on?
No, I'm going to have precise thoughts.
Okay.
I'm a video essayist, Robbie.
Oh, wow. No, it'll take you half a week to write your precise thoughts.
All right. Well, I thought this was really good. I honestly was a little bit surprised. I'm a big 2D animation fan.
You would go into this with low expectations.
I think it's the best kind of animation, just me personally. Even though, like, all of my favorite animated movies are 3D animated.
Micah's like Ratatouille favorite movie of all time. I think 2D is the best animation.
But still, the cast is outstanding.
I didn't even mention the cast. Yes, they are fantastic.
The animators blew this like out of the water with like design and everything of all the locations and everything. Like when they get to the island,
Yes.
like it looks so good and everything. I loved all that. I'd say the only thing that was meh for me were a couple of the plot points and like pacing of the story beats and stuff. But really outside of that, there wasn't much that I disliked about this movie. I really liked the character designs and the characters and like the story, and it was like he said, it was really fun. And I don't know if this has a physical release, but I would buy it.
I think I've seen it in Walmart one time. I'm pretty sure. I shop in Walmart all the time.
Yes, Walmart.
Yes, Walmart.
That's where the rich people shop.
But yeah, no, it's a good summary, Micah. I was just over here sipping my tea.
Yes.
Klaus Blu-ray, Micah.
Nope.
Does it not exist?
I don't think it exists.
But I don't want to have a Netflix subscription. All right, well, let's get into the main discussion of the movie and keep the podcast moving.
Sure.
And Micah's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
I guess. I don't know.
That's how I'm going to open every segment.
Wow. Yeah, so do we want to go into specifically questions of our main discussion?
Here we are now.
Since questions are a good gateway.
Entertain
us. All right.
I gotta weasel in at least one music reference per episode.
Do you have an opening question, or do you want me to have an opening question?
Yes, I do have an opening question, Micah. Since you're always like, Robbie, why do you never come up with any questions? But anyway, what did you think from a screenwriting perspective? Micah?
Screenwriting perspective.
If you were writing a screenplay,
critically acclaimed screenwriter.
Yeah, yes. What did you think of the town feud as a plot device? I suppose. Yeah, I just think it's an interesting detail.
I think
that
it's a bit odd, obviously, but I think they do a decent job. Not as good as they could have done with it, but they do a decent job. I think it's like an interesting concept for going into like this town that like is just so used to hating each other. That's just like their way of life.
They could have done a number of things to spark the kind of the violent environment that they needed for the story to happen. But I just think it's interesting that they chose like a generational feud,
right? And it's interesting like with what they did with that like I feel like that may be not necessarily weaker, but like less attention put into it points of the plot is the fact that they're just like they hate each other so much, and then the kids start and then the kids, I don't know,
the children, like
it just seems so weird how fast it gets quote unquote resolved just down to the two mayors ?
Yeah, that honestly, I just wanted to bring up the feud because I think that's one of the weakest points of the entire screenplay and story.
I would agree.
Even then, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
And it's funny a lot of the time.
That's why I'm not out here oh, it was horrible. I can't believe they included this in my perfect movie or something. But it just was oddly paced out in the story. I think is the weirdest thing, because you get there. It
felt like they didn't know when to insert it into the A plot. They didn't know when to insert the B plot.
And I feel like they didn't know how to balance it with the story that they were telling with toys and everything. They didn't know how to balance the hateful feud between everybody with toys.
Which even then, it's not like they didn't balance it at all. It's just not. It's not pulled off seamlessly a lot of the screenplay is.
It's not anywhere near bad, but it definitely is. I noticed it was a bit odd.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
And I don't know how to specifically describe that it was odd, but it's just it's there, and then it's kind of not. Just really oddly paced into the screenplay.
Yeah. No, I would tend to agree. I just wanted to bring it up. Not detrimental.
I thought it was
just
a good
something
question,
to note. Yes,
because that is one of the few like odd, not greatest things in the screenplay.
but I think for even it not being as masterfully woven into the screenplay as other things, I think it does afford for a lot of cool and funny scenes. Micah.
No, yeah, I think it was a good idea.
Klaus' funniest moments.
I think it was a good idea. I just don't think they pulled it off like perfectly.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do. I got a question though.
Do it.
It's a typical recently logged. It's a recently logged classic.
A classic.
Go on
For any long-time listeners.
Yeah, for all you long-time listeners, what is your favorite scene or sequence?
Dang it. No matter how many times you ask this dumb question, I'm never prepared.
I didn't actually plan for it.
Oh
this
my
time.
Gosh, neither one of us were.
Yeah.
Micah. Okay. Favorite scene or sequence? You know what I'm gonna say?
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say the first present delivery. My favorite scene. I quite like that scene.
You quite like it, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Was that allowed? Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you're allowed to say that.
I just thought it was a really fun scene.
I think one of my favorite scenes, and I'm trying to think of what specifically. Like, I don't know if I want to say like the exact ending, but I really like some of the more slower stuff with Klaus himself.
Some of the more slower stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the ending.
Okay.
Like the whole ending, like montage of them getting old.
Montage. We'll grow old together.
We'll grow old together.
Micah, basically the feud joke from Boss Baby is what happened in this movie.
Yes, that's literally what happened.
Yikes.
I'll be there.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be there.
Do not make me watch Boss Baby ever again.
I'm gonna do it. All right. Do you have another question?
I do.
Ooh.
We mentioned earlier that this was a spiritual successor to The Emperor's New Groove. Do you wish to elaborate on that?
Yes, sure. So for those of you who haven't watched The Emperor's New Groove, it's about this real shellfish emperor.
Real shellfish emperor.
Who, through an interesting turn of events of his advisor being evil and plotting, blah, 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 he's really selfish. He needs to learn his lesson. He gets turned into
he has to learn his lesson.
Turned into a llama. And that's how he learns his lesson.
Wow. He becomes not selfish, Micah.
But yeah, and with this movie, I don't know if
it's about a real selfish guy who needs to learn his lesson, so he gets turned into a postman.
Exactly.
To learn his lesson.
But beyond just that, beyond the similarities there, Jason Schwartzman actually does give a pretty similar delivery for some of the lines. And then the most thing that was similar was the facial animation.
Bro, it literally
so similar to Cusco sometimes.
It literally looks like Cusco.
Like he would say some things and I'm like, Cusco?
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is.
Especially for long-time Emperor's New Groove fans.
Like us.
Yeah.
Watch it. Give me that double feature, though.
Give me the double feature. That would go so hard. I want that double feature. Give me that. Give me that on Blu-ray.
Is so good.
Well, it's really fun.
No, it's good, Robbie.
I don't know about.
You haven't watched it in forever. You can't say anything.
Okay. Well, if you say so.
Yeah. When was the last time you watched it? When you were like 10?
It was like a couple years ago.
No,
I was like 16. Something
weren't.
Like that.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
You have not watched it since you got Letterboxd.
What? Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. Ask another question while I find out this info.
Dang, I had a good question. You made me lose it.
I made you lose it.
Oh, okay. Here, it's not exactly a question, but I was gonna bring up the plot point that I don't like.
More like the Simperor's New Groove.
Oh my god. Anyway, so I mentioned earlier in my basic thoughts that there was one thing that I really don't like about it, and just one thing specifically that I like disliked.
Yes.
And it was a plot point that happens in a lot of things.
I've logged it 2 times since I got letterboxed, Micah.
Fake.
What?
And it's a plot point in the stories that a lot of stories do, and it's where, like, somebody comes in doing something either selfishly or just lying about something, and then they spend the whole time blah blah blah, and then about halfway through they start to do it. They start to be like, yeah, I'm actually doing this because I want to.
They're not living the lies anymore.
Yeah, it is no longer the lies. But then either somebody comes in, and it's usually somebody comes in. It's usually somebody friends with or related to the person who is lying. And they're just like, hey, how's that good old lie going, buddy?
How's the lie going?
And then everybody's like, what? You lied? And then they're like, what?
You've been using me.
Well, maybe at first, but then it was different. And there's usually some form of relationship involved, like he's fallen in love with somebody or something. And then he has to do something like crazy to get their trust back or something like that. Yeah. I hate that. Yeah,
basically Klaus fits that mold to a T.
Also Rango.
it's a very cliche.
No, a lot of movies. A
lot of very cliche plot points have been hit in this movie.
It's not inherently,
but not
bad.
Not bad.
Like a lot of movies do it. A lot of good movies do it. I just hate it.
Micah's like, oh, here's the scene where it all falls apart.
Yeah, it's writing like that. That just like I'm just like And I was sitting there watching it. I was like, I hope they subvert my expectations, because I figured they were going to do that from the moment he like started lying to everybody. Yeah. I was like, come on, subvert my expectations. Subvert them.
Micah,
please.
Every good movie subverts expectations. Is that what you're trying to say?
I was really just hoping it would, and it didn't.
But it did. But it didn't in a good way.
Like, yeah, but then I was pleasantly surprised that they turned it around in a decent time frame. Like, it didn't hold on it for too long.
I was gonna be so upset because spoilers for Klaus. I'm gonna spoil it. He starts to sail away on the boat, and we're on the boat, and then it cuts back to the dock, and you're like, what?
I was about to be so mad that it would have taken him the time to go onto the boat and then to sail back. Like, yeah,
it's gonna be so annoying.
I was about to be like, oh my gosh, they're gonna drag this for so long, but luckily they didn't.
They didn't. Good on them.
He realized quickly, and then it only took like a fast-paced action scene for them to all become good buddies again, which was very good. I appreciated
very
that.
Nice action scene. I liked it.
I still don't like the plot point, but I very much appreciate.
I was about to say they resolve it in a very fun way.
Yeah,
do it.
and then the surprise twist.
The twist. There was a twist.
The Christopher Nolan, the M. Night Shyamalan style twist.
M. Night Shyamalan wishes, Micah.
Yeah. No, I really liked the way this movie resolved, like, all around. I think the third act is great.
How about those chickens, Micah?
Bro,
that's my question.
Where were they?
What do you
mean? The end in the post office.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they flew the coop, Micah.
Well, Jiminy flew the coop. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, in the end, the post
Why do you
office
assume that it's a Moonrise Kingdom reference?
Because
okay.
Like, at the end, there's so many letters, there'd be no room for the cute little chickens.
How about that one shot where he keeps stuffing more and more letters in the box, and the chicken just keeps getting more squished? That's pretty good.
10 of 10.
It's a 10 of 10. 10 of 10.
Man,
this movie has such a good.
This movie is great.
Such a good. That sequence when he first gets to the island is so funny and so good.
Right.
I like it.
And dude,
put it on Klaus' funniest moment.
The teacher being. Let's talk about that. The teacher being the fish person. That was great. The savings being in a jar in a fish mouth.
That was pretty good.
10 of 10.
I mean, she's no Mrs. Langtree when it comes to teachers and love interests, but I'm gonna go for it.
For context, go look at Robbie's Letterboxd and his review of Over the Garden Wall. Oh, man. That Jimmy Brown.
That no good Jimmy Brown. Not to mention the wild gorilla on the loose.
And that wild gorilla.
Is this what I paid?
Man, go watch Over the Garden Wall and go watch Klaus.
Do it. They're equally good, I think.
And go watch Wolfwalkers.
Well, maybe Over the Garden Wall might be a little better.
No, it's better. Go watch Wolfwalkers, Over the Garden Wall, and Klaus.
Wow.
Make it a
triple feature.
Make it a 2D animation triple feature.
Oh, and do Emperor's New Groove. Throw it in there.
And Emperor's New Groove. Yeah.
Wow, you cover all the seasons, Micah.
Wait, what?
Well, Over the Garden Wall's fall. Klaus is winter. What was the other one you said?
Wolfwalkers is also fall.
Dang it, it's also fall. I was going to try and cover all the seasons.
And then Emperor's New Groove could kind of be summer.
Yeah, it's going to be summer. Micah, he literally jumps into a swimming pool at the end.
Okay, fine.
it's summer.
But here's the real question.
What?
Where that movie is based, I don't think it would ever get warm enough that you'd want to have a swimming pool.
Yeah, well, you know what? It doesn't even matter, Micah. Don't even worry about it.
I forget what country it is based in.
It's supposed to be like an Aztec adjacent culture.
No, but there's like an actual country that it was
really?
Supposed to be based in.
I don't know.
Designed after with a bunch of, like there's cliffs throughout they actually have that and stuff.
Interesting. Wow, this is so interesting.
Well, you were supposed to be saying another question. I finished mine.
What did you think of the midpoint montage? Gotta talk about it, Micah.
Which midpoint montage was this?
The midpoint montage. Where everyone starts to get along.
Oh,
everyone starts
yes.
acting neighborly, Micah. Everyone starts acting a little more neighborly.
I thought that was that slightly attributed to the town kind of became really nice really fast.
Yes, that's something I wanted to bring up.
But I think it's fine.
It feels a tad rushed.
I think the only other thing is the pop song.
The pop songs. Oh no.
So the score is amazing.
Score very good.
I love the score. Almost God of War reminiscent at some points. No joke. No joke. Micah,
do you just want the Klaus DLC for God of War?
Yes, I do. But
where you just play as post-death pre-Christmas Klaus.
Pre-Christmas Klaus, yes. Says he didn't die.
Well, I know, but I'm saying post-death in his life.
Wow.
I was trying not to spoil anything, Micah.
But you said he died.
No, I'm not saying he died.
But he doesn't die.
Well, I wasn't saying that.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, but
yes, I want that DLC.
Wow. Lizzie's sneezing all over my studio, Mike. I blame you.
What do you think of it then?
What do I think of it? I just think that's the first part in the movie where it starts to feel a little rushed. Just overall, the screenplay feels a little rushed. And I don't know if that's intentional. Like, I don't know if, unintentional, because they might have just had to cut it down for a shorter runtime.
Yeah, I don't know. This is pretty short. It's only 96 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's a 2-hour cut out there.
Yeah, I think that's a good segue into another one of the more meh things about it. The needle drops.
The needle drops.
The songs. I think they only use 3, maybe 4 songs that aren't.
I think it's 4.
But man, you know how animated movies have songs for montages and stuff. And you know how they're always kind of lame and not good?
Lame and not good.
Well, this had lame and not good songs.
Wow. I don't know about the songs being that bad, but they don't fit well with the movie.
They don't fit at all. I know, that, specifically why I brought up the score was specifically one point while I was watching the movie, I was, noting, I was dang, this score is so good. And then it was and I was dang. You've ruined my vibe.
You killed my vibe.
You threw off the Emperor's Groove, Robbie.
Kendrick Lamar be like, you killed my vibe. Wow.
But yeah, what did you think of the inclusion of the more pop songs?
Honestly, that might be my least favorite element of the entire movie, because it just feels so wedged in just for the soundtrack.
I feel like it pulls you out of the movie so much. I feel like this movie is very timeless almost until you hit those songs.
It's like Karsten's criticism of Spider-Verse, Micah.
I like the Spider-Verse soundtrack.
I know, but his whole argument was that the only big flaw with Spider-Verse is that the soundtrack is going to age it so bad in a couple of years.
Spider-Verse's soundtrack.
Yeah, no, Spider-Verse is a much better soundtrack, but it's a similar thing. But Spider-Verse's soundtrack, it's mixed a lot more into the DNA of its score than this is. This one has a lot more of a pop vibe.
A lot of the score songs, like even some of the score like goes into the soundtrack, like
exactly.
Scared of the not scared.
What's Up Danger?
What's Up Danger sounds way better in movie because they have the score blending with it.
Okay, Lizzie is sneezing on my stuff.
Now you know how I feel.
Why'd you bring her down here?
Because she was lonely.
Well, maybe. No.
Oh,
you're too cute.
The puppy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but this movie is so immersive, if you will.
Yeah, no, it definitely.
And
I
then
would
you
say
hit those needle drops, and you're like,
and it just yanks you out of the movie.
Like the Netflix trailer was using the rap song one, and I was don't wipe your nose on the green screen.
That actually might have been the best one.
No, it was definitely the best one because it was short and it was just like a motif.
It was a funny joke, yeah.
But like
it was
I was
Klaus'
still
funniest moments.
Still, I was like, dang, I hope that's not consistent in the movie that they use music like that. Here, I'm gonna let the dog out real quick.
Who let the dogs out, Micah?
Me.
How about that reindeer roundup scene? The reindeer rodeo. What do you want to bet it's called reindeer rodeo or something like that? That scene.
I don't want to because I don't think it is.
Wow.
What do you think of Klaus?
Klaus as just a main character.
As a main character.
As Jason Schwartzman.
Klaus.
Yeah.
Klaus as a main character, as a Santa Claus type person, as J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah. What do you think of Klaus? My boy Klaus.
You know, we've seen Santa 1.5 billion times on the screen.
We've seen a lot of different versions of Santa.
And you know, this one, it feels unique enough that I'm okay with it.
And you know what? That's just okay.
I especially like his introduction. It's very nice.
Yeah, actually, Klaus is one of my favorite parts of this movie, which is why I wanted to bring him up.
Oh, well, there you go.
I really like the way they do him. A more like slowed down, serious guy.
You didn't want Kurt Russell from Christmas Chronicles.
I like his birdhouses. Those are pretty cool.
Like it's like gotta shout out birdhouses. They're pretty cool.
I appreciated his wood carving tools.
Wow,
they were pretty cool.
They're pretty. Mike is like pretty cool. 10 of 10.
No, I just really liked him as a character, and I liked the chemistry that even like J.K. Simmons and Jason Schwartzman had. Yeah. Voice acting.
Very cool. You know, I will say, just side note, J.K. Simmons did feel a little like he was phoning it in this one a little bit. Not like this is a bad performance.
I wouldn't say towards the end. I'd say towards the beginning, sure.
Yeah.
But I would say towards the beginning, like it was just kind of weird with him, like and Jason Schwartzman in the beginning. But like he didn't even say hardly anything in the beginning. I don't know. I didn't feel like his performance was bad at the end.
All right. Well, I mean, fair enough. I just felt like I felt like he wasn't giving it his all. That's all.
I don't know. I don't think voice acting is necessarily the best
strong suit
for J.K. Simmons, like especially being that he literally just sounded exactly like good old Stanford Pines. Like it was literally like something he would say something, and when he wasn't like talking like slow. He would
Slow.
It would sound exactly like. I was like, wow, he only has one voice acting voice, because like I've heard him do different voices in live action movies, but like in this, I was like, it's just the same.
It's just his voice. He didn't even change.
He didn't even change his voice. But then again, Jason Schwartzman doesn't change his voice.
Jason Schwartzman gave a very good performance, though.
Always.
A lot of very cool little things in his vocal performance that I like.
I think he's a great voice actor. Like
He always has been.
between this and like Christopherson, like, dang, he's a great voice actor.
Yeah, go watch Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I'm gonna cast him in my animated movie.
Do it. You think you got that kind of budget, Micah?
No, I'm just gonna be like, hey, Jason Schwartzman, you want to be in my animated movie? And he's gonna be like, sure.
Yeah, sure. He's gonna say it in the most Jason Schwartzman way possible.
Yeah,
sure.
And that's gonna be the whole thing. But yeah, I thought I'd mention Klaus. But as part of Klaus, what do you think of the Dead Wife Christmas Magic?
The Dead Wife Christmas Magic. I thought it was fine. It was fun. I liked it.
Yeah, like I said, I think that whole side of the story, and the reason I like Klaus as much as I do, is that I just think that's one of like my favorite part of the story, is like the more pretty much anything over at Klaus's cabin area I like more than the stuff elsewhere.
Well, there you go. It is a fun setting. I like the cabin and everything.
The trees look nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I don't know, I like all of the stuff that happens with like the magic stuff with the wife and the like. I don't know how to say it, but like I like the stuff there.
Mike is like 10 of 10. Very cool. Would recommend.
All right. I've been saying a lot. I've been carrying this podcast on my shoulders.
Wow. Well, I don't know that I have too much to add. We've gone over a lot of the things that I wanted to bring up. Most of the stuff I wanted to go over was just like minor things that I didn't like about it.
Yeah, this is another movie where it is really good, but unlike a lot of the ones that we've done where they're just like practically perfect, this actually does have quite a few smaller problems.
I think this is like the epitome of a 4-star movie, but
yeah, I originally gave it 4 stars, but then I was like, 4.5.
Yeah, no, it's a good time. If you like Christmas, then watch Klaus.
Yeah,
and even if you don't like Christmas, you should watch it.
I think Klaus is a cool like origin story for Santa Claus and all that. I think it's a lot of fun to view it under that lens, and like having that. That's why the end was one of my favorites. Like, of the movie, like how he just kind of like how they grew the operation and grew the operation.
What if he just blew away?
and then he kind of went on to be to keep on. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was really cool.
No, it was very cool. A very interesting way to end the movie.
And the whole once a year I get to see my friend. And us all crying.
And the whole class crying.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to mention why does the love story subline plot thread feel so wedged into me? I don't know why.
No, see, I thought they did. I thought it wasn't wedged in, and I liked how they didn't focus on it much.
I mean, yeah, they didn't focus on it too much, but it just feels, I don't know, it felt very weird to me, and I don't know why.
I thought it felt pretty natural. I think they could have even put less attention to it than they did, because it's not super important to the story.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of there, and I think it was like a natural thing and a cool detail to just kind of have happening in the background, because I mean there was chemistry between them when they first met and everything, and then just like over time, and as he actually like starts becoming not a horrible jerk, like it makes sense to me. I don't know, I thought it was like, actually I thought that was one of the coolest things, is that it was all in the background and kind of like a romance subplot happening that we don't even get to watch too much of.
So it's like the switchboard operator in Moonrise Kingdom.
Yeah.
The love subplot we don't get to watch.
The love subplot we don't get to watch.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I thought that was really cool.
Well, there you go. Okay, well,
apparently you didn't.
I just thought it felt weird. Not necessarily like bad bad, but just a little weird. I don't know.
No, I thought that was actually like I was very like pleasantly surprised and impressed that they did that.
Just in my eyes, it'll always be just like Diet Mrs. Slangtree, though. The superior teacher,
Why?
Micah, the superior teacher.
Is she the superior teacher?
Yeah, she taught little cute animals core learning skills.
But okay, that's fine. Whatever.
You do not agree, Micah?
Yeah, sure, I agree.
Wow.
I'm trying to think. Okay, what do you think of the two sides banding together to stop Klaus and the postman?
I actually, of the feud plot points, I actually liked that the best, probably, of all of the stuff they do with that.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
I think it was a fun scene too.
But I wish they almost like explored that side of things more.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they had to work together when the whole thing was that, like, they made a joke about it. They're like, in order to stop the peace, we must have
The
peace or something like that. I don't know what accent they had.
Something like that. Wow.
And they made like that joke about it, but that's about it. And I thought it was kind of interesting. And I wish they would have explored that side of things a little more.
I do wish they would have spent a little more time.
There wasn't time for it in the movie. Like I said, they rushed all of that side of things so much it felt like, because like you had the town, they hated each other. Then like like a third of the way in, they all love each other, blah blah blah, except for the two families specifically. Then you get there and like it's like nothing. Then like just over halfway through the movie, or a little bit more than that, they're like, they both try to ambush them or something, and then blah blah blah, and then they're like, maybe we should work together, and then blah blah, and then it's the end of the movie. Like they work together for like one thing.
I will say, Micah, the where's the rest of your clan, and then cut to wide, it was pretty funny.
No, I think this movie is funny. That's one thing that we haven't mentioned a bunch. I think it has a lot of good comedy.
Micah, I've been making the joke, Klaus funny moments.
Well, yeah, I know, but we haven't like talked about the comedy much. I think they have a lot of good visual comedy specifically.
Yeah. This feels like a classic movie, like an older movie.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It felt timeless until they put the stupid needle drops.
Nice.
Because it's not a modern movie. It doesn't feel like a modern movie, like as in like time setting.
Yeah.
And they don't make a lot of references. They don't do anything like that. They don't do anything like most animated movies do anymore that would age it a ton and make it, and then they have those stupid pop songs.
Micah, do you just really hate pop?
Yes.
Wow.
I want a cut of this that's no pop song.
What are they going to use instead?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody composed a really good song or something.
Wow.
For the score.
Mikey, you're talking down into the depths, and the microphone won't even pick you up anymore.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, what was I gonna... Oh, yeah, the chicken.
The chicken?
Peak visual comedy.
Indeed. Not to mention the ferry guy, the boat guy. Very funny.
Guy.
Very funny.
I thought some of his line deliveries were meh, but overall he's funny.
Hit or miss sometimes, but still very funny.
Yeah, overall he is funny. Yeah, do we have much more to talk about?
No, I don't think so. Basically, the takeaway should be from this: it is good. Go watch it.
Yeah, it's good. Go watch it. It does have some problems.
A couple, a handful.
But they really don't bring down the movie much. Like, we could talk about them and we could be like, as you could tell at this point, they did not do what could have been the perfect choice.
It could have been the perfect choice, of course.
But that still doesn't, like, bring it down.
Us being the all-known critics.
Exactly.
We of course.
Like, and this is just our personal opinions. If you could find this movie to be trash and, do whatever. I don't care.
Like us, of course, being all-knowing in our knowledge, we could have, of course, suggested the perfect choice to make it a 5-star.
If they would have called us, we could have... we can make any movie a 5-star movie.
Wow.
Recently logged official movie writing, movie making since
Movie crafting.
movie crafting,
forging.
movie forging consultants.
Wow.
Email us for your movie forging consultants.
Well, there you go. But yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd say closing thoughts.
Let's get into our closing thoughts. Let's do it. I'm reaching to go stop the button. All right, closing thoughts. Here we are now.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Do you want to go over yours first, Micah? Sure. So I can steal yours.
Like you do everything in my criticisms.
What?
All right.
Wow.
In closing, this movie definitely isn't perfect, but what it does, what it accomplishes, makes it, in my opinion, something special, something that I'll remember, something that I'll watch again, something that, besides a couple moments of pop songs, feels pretty timeless, feels like it could have come out like 10, 20 years ago, except for it looks way better.
A lot better, yeah.
So I think that's like a huge achievement for any animated movie, especially since like animated movies nowadays come out and they're like illumination stuff.
Invisible paint.
I think it tells a really good story. I think it's one of my favorite Christmas movies at this point. Because a lot of Christmas movies are very just not up my alley, but I think this tells a good story while also tying it around to Christmas in a way that feels natural. The cast, amazing. Our dog, barking. Like,
I don't think you can hear it. Don't worry.
And yeah, I don't know. This is a classic for me, I feel, in the making. I feel like I'm going to show this to my kids or something.
Well, there you go. All right, sorry, we took a brief intermission for seeing what the dog was barking at, and it turns out, very on brand for the episode, it was a postman.
It was a postman.
But anyway, what did I think? I think overall, I will have to ditto what Micah said about this being feeling like kind of like a classic Christmas movie, because like honestly, I imagine myself in a few years, probably quite a few years, watching this with my kids or something like that, because it's a very enjoyable, fun movie that I feel like everyone can enjoy. I don't know. Yeah. There's a lot of funny moments, there's a lot of heartfelt moments, there's a lot of good animation. I have a feeling a lot of mimicking movies to this style of animation are probably going to come out within the next couple of years.
Yeah.
But I see that as a good thing. It's very, very good animation. Very unique
great.
Style.
Would you like me some 2D?
Had a great vocal cast. Vocal cast.
It had a great team of individuals.
Had a great squadron of mic operators. But yeah. No, I really liked it. Everyone should go watch it. That's my closing thoughts, Micah.
All right. So, go watch Klaus.
Yeah, go watch Klaus. I'm glad this was our first and probably last Christmas episode for season 2, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Since we did Wolfwalkers, which you could count as kind of wintry.
No, you can't.
Kinda.
If anything, it's a fall movie.
Yeah, but still, I'm grasping at straws here, Mike.
All right. Anyway.
But yeah,
let's go into
what
we watched.
What we watched this past week.
Do. All right, for the onion, if I can speak
for the onion,
for the uninitiated or people who have just never listened this far into the podcast before, for the onion, the what we watch segment is literally we just go onto Letterboxd and we briefly mention the different things that we watched.
Yeah, you got that right.
So
but yes.
We're going to be starting on the 14th, which was the day after we watched Wolfwalkers.
Heck yeah.
Did you watch anything on the 14th? Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I watched 4 things on the 14th.
Oh, my God.
But I'll explain.
I was about to say I watched 2 of them with you, so.
So, I'm doing a video for my YouTube channel, M Greyway Films. M Greyway Films on
and
YouTube.
that is M Greyway Films on YouTube.
And it's gonna be ranking all the Pixar movies. So this was the end of me watching through all of them, and I watched Incredibles 2, Toy Story 4, and Onward that day. I'm not gonna mention what I rated them or anything because that's what the video is for. So yeah,
Nice.
you can do whatever, and then we'll talk about that one, the last one we watched on the 14th.
Yeah, I watched Incredibles 2 with him.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Incredibles 2, pretty
It's
bad.
Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like Incredibles, but half the quality, maybe
Yeah.
even less. Screenwriting,
Much less.
Not animation.
And then later on the 14th, we watched a Wes Anderson classic.
My
for the
first
live action.
Yeah, first live action Wes Anderson
movie.
Very, very neat.
Moonrise Kingdom.
Moonrise Kingdom.
By the way, I'm not saying the first one made. I'm saying the first one we watched.
The first one we've ever seen that is live action, because we
Um,
watched Isle of Dogs and Fantastic Mr. Fox before this.
Not in that order.
Not in that order. Yes.
I really, really like Wes Anderson's style, especially when it comes to dialogue. So I was really excited to see a live-action Wes Anderson movie.
Heck yeah.
And it did not disappoint.
I was honestly a little underwhelmed. I didn't love it as much as I thought I would, but it was still really good. Like I'm not saying I
Well,
disliked it at any point.
You suck. I gave it 4.5 stars the first time I watched
I
it.
would probably still give it a 4 or something. It's
Probably
still
give it
really
a
good.
4, like Klaus.
Like an 8 out of 10. That's
like
not
Klaus.
bad.
It's
Oh my
better
gosh,
than Klaus.
I miss Noah
It's
Baumbach.
better than Klaus.
I miss Noah Baumbach.
It's better than
Micah.
Klaus. Then on the 15th, what did we watch?
I watched a crap ton of shorts on
Well,
the
don't mention them, or just mention.
I'm
their
going to
names.
mention some cool ones. If you get the chance, watch Cat and Mouse, directed by Jim Henson. Watch The Big Shave, directed by Martin Scorsese. And watch Opal, directed by Jack
Okay,
Sterling.
I will say go watch Opal. It's really good.
Those are the 3 best shorts I watched
Alright,
that day.
Then on the 15th, what did we watch? Robbie?
Then we watched
Animated classic.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Did we watch this when it came out?
Yeah.
And I remembered hating it.
I think we watched it in theaters, either that or we rented it. I don't remember which one.
But this is actually like better than I remember.
Yo, it's actually pretty alright.
Yeah, it's not aggressively bad. It's not great by any means.
It's pretty funny
but
sometimes,
It's funny.
though.
It's fine. It's one of the most fine of like the whack, weird spin-off animated
For real, though.
remake things.
The
that I've
TV
ever
show's
seen.
still better, though.
No, the TV show is much better. Go watch the TV show. I gave it 3 stars.
I don't know what I would have rated this thing. It's pretty good. Probably a 3 is about right.
Did you watch anything on the 16th?
Watched a bunch more shorts. I guess notably Shop, a pop opera, another Jack Stover short. Very, very good. Go watch that too.
Oh yeah, Wesley's a fan of Shop.
Yes, that seems very up Wesley's alley. Which, if you guys want to know who we're talking about, you can go listen to our something Charlie. It's our Charlie Brown episode.
What is that?
You're
You're a boy named Charlie.
a boy
Brown.
named Charlie Brown. Yes, he's on that episode with us.
On the
Very fun.
17th, I
17th.
I rewatched Moonrise Kingdom. This time, giving it a 5-star rating.
Ooh,
I really, I love that movie.
Masterpiece level,
I
Micah?
really love that movie.
All right.
I think
You
it
say
works
so.
really, really well, and I think you just suck.
I do really want to rewatch it. Hopefully, it'll hit me a bit better this next time.
On the 18th, I watched Opal for the first time.
Me see you.
And then what did we watch? What did we watch on the 19th, Robbie?
On the 19th. What are you talking about here? Oh, Last Christmas.
We watched Last
Yeah.
Christmas, the other 2019 Christmas movie that we didn't watch.
Yeah, the other one we blew off watching.
Um,
Much worse than Klaus.
much worse.
But
still
not bad.
Still not awful.
Yeah.
Amelia Clark, always a win.
Still pretty fun. I liked it.
I
you
thought
know?
the twist was cool. I thought it was way less funny than it thought it was.
Oh no.
I think it thought it was
Yes.
it was the funniest thing to ever come out.
I mean, it was fine.
Yeah,
it was pretty.
give
It
it-
was occasionally pretty.
I gave
It
it-
made me chuckle.
I gave it 3 stars. I think my main criticism was I wish it would have focused on like the more serious side and the more twist side of things, and I think it could have been like an actually like
You just want M. Night Shyamalan to direct
no,
this?
not in like Shyamalan. I want like Denis Villeneuve, however you say his last name,
I
to
see.
direct.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
But yeah, I give it 3 stars.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably what I would have rated it too. It's a pretty 3-star movie.
Yeah.
After that, did you watch anything besides Klaus? I want to give a quick shout out to Karsten Rundquist's new short, very, very short, Long Toast. It just came out like a couple days ago, and I fully endorse it. Please go watch Long Toast. just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
That's what I watched after last Christmas.
All right.
And before Klaus.
Well, and that's what we watched this week.
Yeah. Once again, quick shout out.
Robbie's asking for your support.
I am once again asking for movie suggestions. If you guys want us to do a specific movie, there's something you want to see on the podcast. Season 3, we're going to be doing a lot of guest episodes that we've been brushing off.
Yeah, I think
in season 2.
I think we might be only doing one more episode for season 2.
Yeah, no, we're doing one last season finale for season 2, and then season 3 we're hopping in with a very special guest
in January 2021.
Yes. So we look forward to that. Hopefully you guys look forward to that.
No, they're
like, oh, dang it, another season.
Man, how long are they going to keep this?
I only listen to this because I know them.
Can't wait for the one guy to move out.
I thought they were just gonna give up.
I thought season 1 was a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, really. But yeah, no. Once again, shout out to Soraya for suggesting the movie for this week. It was fun.
Let's talk about how season 2 has been better than season 1.
Season 2, we made a lot of structural and formatting advances, but I think the episodes are much more concise.
Season 3 is going to get a lot better, guys.
Season 3 hopefully will be a lot better. We have a lot of interesting ideas.
Yeah, we'll see.
Season 3 is probably going to be the beginning of it's probably going to be a little chaotic.
Oh, probably for sure.
Because we're going to be recording guest episodes in a different way. We're going to probably have a lot more guests on.
Yeah, we're going to do guest,
of the way we're doing it.
Guest episodes all through Morse code. We're gonna have a guy sitting over here translating.
It's like, what did you think of the movie? he gave it 5 stars.
Exactly.
But yeah,
it's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big. But anyway, we'll talk more about season 3 on the finale. And we'll see you then.
Go check out M. Grayway Films on YouTube. My new video is gonna come out sometime this month.
Have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Hanukkah, happy holidays. That's lame.
Holidays. Okay, we're gonna list all Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas. I don't know any other celebrations. I feel like I should. I know there's more, but I feel
yes. But anyway, we'll see you guys next week probably. I don't know how much. Is there another Monday left in the year?
I think there's like 2 Mondays left.
2 Mondays. Nope, only one.
Okay.
So
we'll see you
28th season finale of season 2 recently logged.
Cool.
We'll see you then.
I have to pump out a video really fast.
Until then, goodbye.
Bye.